Today we did get a new pack drop, which means we do need to go over the new snipe filters. 2K actually took a W and increased the pack odds on Tuesday, and diamonds aren't the lowest tier, so we actually do have some new filters to go over for you guys. So let's get right into them. The first filter we're going to go over is the Ruby Hoop Invaders, man. What you want to do is set your color to Ruby, put your theme to Hoop Invaders, which is the new set that just dropped, and you're going to raise your maximum buyout up until you find the cheapest Ruby on your console. We're going for about 12,000 MT. It's either kind of flip-flopping between Mitch and Sasha, like this right here. They're both kind of going for the same price. What I would suggest is you scroll on it just so you know, because their price has been fluctuating from about 10,000 to 20,000 all day so far. So scroll on the cheapest one so you know what price point to buy them at, and then just to be safe, I would buy them for at least 4,000 MT, cheaper than the cheapest one if either of them pop up. I've been doing about 5K to be safe. Sometimes I've grabbed a couple for 4K, but we made a lot of profit on this filter earlier this morning, man, so give it a try. The next filter we're going to go over is the Amethyst cheapest filter, man. For this, set your color to Amethyst, and you're going to raise your maximum buyout up until you find the cheapest Amethyst, which are actually still holding high considering there's no Amethyst in this drop we got today, which is weird. Going for about 10,000 MT on this. I suggest you scroll as always, because there are tons of more expensive amethysts that can pop up, and buy them if they pop up for any price on your scroll, like the Lou Dort, the Pau Gasols, man, any of the Ami Gems of the Game cards. Buy them for any price point. Otherwise, you want to grab these other amethysts for about 7,000 MT and below and resell for profit. And the next filter we're going to go over is the Sapphire Hoop Invaders, man. I haven't tried this one out personally, but I've heard it's pretty good, man. You want to put your color to Sapphire, set your theme to Hoop Invaders, and you're going to raise your maximum buyout up until you find the cheapest Sapphires on your console, which are going for about 3,000 MT on Xbox, man. You want to go ahead and, I would scroll on this one, or just monitor their price every so often to make sure it's not changing. But you want to look and grab these cards for about 2,000 MT and below, and then make sure you check the price, because some of them might be a little bit more expensive, and just make sure to undercut the card that's up by a little bit, you know, maybe 100 MT, so your card sells quicker and you make lots of profit. The next filter we're going to go over is the diamond cheapest filter, man. You got Doug West still absolutely crumbling this filter, man. You want to put your color to diamond. Of course, raise your maximum buyout up until you find the cheapest diamond, man, which is Doug West, going for 48,000 on Xbox. You want to go ahead and refresh on here with a scroll, as there are definitely plenty of more expensive diamonds in the game that can pop up and do pop up, including any of the new ones. If you get them on the scroll you're working, go ahead and buy them as soon as possible. The next cheapest diamond is going for about 51, but some of them are going for like 60 to 70k range, so make sure you know your diamonds pricing on this. But the main thing is just to know which ones sell for over 100k, or at least near 100k, and you want to grab them if they pop up for any price point on the scroll you're working. Any of these cheaper ones like Doug West, you're looking to grab them for about 40,000 MT and below and resell for profit. The next filter we're going to go over is the Southwest Division filter. So no color, no theme, no nothing. You just want to put your division to Southwest. If you're on Xbox, raise your minimum bid up to 88,450. That is the perfect scroll as of this moment. Put your minimum buyout to 500, man, and just refresh. Obviously, this card, most snipes pop up at the 4-hour mark, so it's a 2 scroll, and you can also see any cards that pop up at the 24-hour mark as well without having to scroll. So this is perfect, man. There's a lot of good options you can snipe on this filter, including the new JJJ pops up on here. You got DeJounte Murray, who is very sus, so monitor his pricing if you want to risk it. If you guys have a lot of MT, he's typically been selling for about 120,000. However, I'm sure he has undersold a couple times, man. Jalen Green is not a snipe anymore. He was in that event. I don't know. I saw one or like 2 sell for over 150k yesterday, which was surprising. But definitely, I know somebody who sold theirs for 101,000, so I would pass on him as well. Obviously, any pink diamonds, grab them. Dwight Howard is a snipe. You have AK on this filter, I believe. I'm not exactly sure. I haven't worked this filter in a week now, but it is a very great filter, man. Hopefully, you're really looking for any pink diamonds or Jaren Jackson Jr. and you're making a ton of MT. The next filter we're going to go over is the top of the class high-end filter, man. Put your theme to top of the class and you're going to raise your minimum buyout. If you're on Xbox, this is working. On PlayStation, you might need to raise your minimum bid and keep your minimum buyout at 500. But it's always better if you can have a no minimum bid filter, so that way you can get cards that are listed with a 20k bid or a 500 bid, which happens all the time, man. So put your theme to top of the class, raise your minimum buyout up to 97,050. Again, if you're on another console or you're watching this video later, try raising your minimum buyout up to 100k first and see if your scroll is working. It's not too many cards to scroll through. If not, you're going to need to raise your minimum bid until you find a working scroll. So right now, top of the class, 97,050. Just keep refreshing here. You're looking for a lot of the same cards that you're looking for on the Southwest filter. However, you can see all of the top of the class pink diamonds. You can also see there's another diamond in this set that is escaping my mind right now. Good filter though, give it a try, man. Obviously these emeralds are going to be flooded. I'm not going to raise up my bid because we are trying to get this done ASAP for you guys, but there's a lot of good cards on this filter that do sell for 100k. Just know it, Brandon Miller, not a snipe, man. That's the other one I was thinking of. He is no longer a snipe. So Jaren Jackson Jr., DeJounte Murray if you want to risk it, and then any of the pink diamonds. The next filter, which is working as of right now, and I suggest you should do it if you're looking for high-end snipes, man, is the Eastern Conference filter, man. Almost as good as the enabled all, and you don't need to have any cards enabled as of right now. Just set your conference to Eastern, raise your minimum bid up to 100,000 MT, and put your minimum buyout to 500, and you've got a pretty decent 3 scroll, which is not bad at all. You can also, Western has been working somewhat, and honestly I've been just scrolling through the all filter. However, it's getting pretty long now, but Western is not too bad to the to the 4-hour mark, which is where snipes pop up. It's kind of up to you, but Eastern is pretty decent, man. Just check these filters all the time, because when packs aren't out, you can usually get away with working them without having any cards enabled, man. So give these filters a try. Obviously, so many cards you can see and snipe on both of these filters. The next filter, which still can't be slept on, is the Northwest Division filter, man. Same like Southwest, just put your division to Northwest, raise your minimum bid up to 100k. You can probably lower this a bit. I haven't found the exact pricing on it. Put your minimum buyout to 500, and you are going to definitely want to have a minimum bid of 100k. And you're gonna go ahead and refresh and refresh, and again, there's tons of pink diamonds on here that you can snipe. Lots of diamonds that are pretty darn good, like MPJ. You got Allen Iverson, which he's very sus, guys. I don't know, by the time this video drops, he probably will not even be a snipe, but who knows, man. Just monitor his pricing. And then obviously you do have the new Zach LaVine, who is going to be insane, as well as several pink diamonds on this filter. It's still one of my favorite filters. Andrew Wiggins is definitely still a snipe. I saw him going for 170 last night. And you have like 4 or 5 pink diamonds on here. Pete Maravich, I don't know if he's still a snipe. I haven't watched one of his cards end in a long time, so just monitor that price point. Chet's on here. Great filter. Still one of my top high-end filters right now, man. The next filter we're gonna go over, I've been sleeping on all year. I'm finally a fan of this filter, even on Xbox, man. Put your theme to Gems of the Game. I've had to use this filter more often recently on this new account, and it's actually not bad at all. Gems of the Game, raise your maximum buyout up until you find the cheapest card on your console, which is going for about 2.6k apparently right now. You want to scroll on here just because there are amethysts and rubies and sapphires that all sell for more than 2.6k. You're going to go ahead and grab any of those higher tiers, not emeralds. Emeralds sell for about the same price point, but if a sapphire, ruby, amethyst pops up, or diamonds, I don't even know if there is diamonds on this filter, buy them as quick as possible and resell for profit. And then these golds, man, you're looking for huge difference, man. I grab them for about 1,200 and below, just so you can then sell yours for about 2,200 to make sure they actually sell. That's the secret with this filter, is to list yours as almost snipes in themselves to go ahead and make MT. But you can get a ton of bailed snipes on here. I grabbed 2 cards for 1,000 that were up for like 5 minutes the other day and sold them in like 15 minutes for 2.2k. So low budget filter, if you are just starting out, man, give this one a try. And the last filter, of course, is the pink diamond filter. For this, put your color to pink diamond and then put your minimum buyout to 500. Again, we got another new pink diamond, which puts that I still haven't counted. I've been saying this every single week, but there's got to be like 35 pink diamonds, I feel like now. So they got to start popping up, man. I know somebody sent me, they sniped a freaking Giannis for 20K on PS, which is crazy, man. So spend some time on this filter. Pink diamond color, minimum about 500. Just keep refreshing. As of right now, every pink diamond on Xbox, I'm sure on PlayStation as well, are all snipes. So if anything pops up, buy it as quick as possible, man. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, man. If you did, smash that like button for me. I would appreciate it. If you guys want to see snipe challenge we did last week, click the video that's popping up on screen. Jay Grimes out.